One person living with a record in Connecticut talked about how he was forced to live with family because of the lack of housing options.
I found a not so desirable place in a neighborhood, but the price, the rent that the landlord was charging was really good due to the neighborhood issues. But when I turned in my social security number and my ID, his son, who was managing the place, did run a background check on me, and I was told that I could not live there. And that was one of the last places that I could afford on my own, and that's what led me to living with my family member.
Especially because of the pandemic, unstable housing conditions have meant that more folks are losing their housing and face being unhoused. One person we spoke to in Connecticut talked about how the pandemic made it so that he was tight on money, leading to an eviction.
I had an apartment and a steady job, and then coronavirus happened, and I lost my steady job in addition to the apartment, and now I'm just living in my car. I need to find a job to supplement that income that I just lost. Me, with the record that I have, I'm not getting a job for 15 or $16 an hour. I'm only going to be lucky if I can get one for 10. I can't find a job other than one that pays like day labor or something like that. That's not I can't survive on. So I move into my car, and that's where I am today.
One mom in Michigan talked about how her recent eviction makes it even harder to find housing now because her eviction follows her around, similar to how her conviction history does.
Basically, what happened was because we were evicted, so now I have not only that, do I have an eviction, but then my past criminal history. I'm in a college town, so they're very particular, like, because it's all like property managers. So, like, they'll buy a big house and then they'll rent it out and stuff like that per person. And those people had all denied me. They had any property managers had denied me due to my criminal history. And so, thank God I found a private landlord, and her and her husband, and he used to be a pastor for 44 years. They seen us and they gave us a chance, but I think about everybody else out there that they're not going to meet and encounter people like that. That was a rare circumstance, and had I not met those people, I'd still be in the homeless domestic violence shelter. My girls would still be staying with my ex-husband, who was also a past assailant. Like, it's just not been really well because of my past criminal history, and then now do the eviction, and they used it because of my past criminal history. They use that as leverage as well.